go straight into baby food? There. Thank you. Go ahead.
We will create a new working mother. We will throw their excuses right back in their faces and demand equal pay. We have the formula to shatter the glass ceiling.
I'm sorry, Doc. Your time is up. Doctor, 30 seconds for a rebuttal.
I only need 2 words. Breast pump. The freedom of formula and the nutrients and antibodies you just can't get from powder and warm water.
She'll vaccinate. She's not just leaving the kid vulnerable.
And that's a great start. But formula is designed to take care of every baby. That requires painting with much broader strokes, not to mention the benefits to intelligence, bonding, and the mother's health.
And what about the mother's health? What if that's the problem?
Well,
the fact is that some people just can't do it for one reason or another, and creating a culture in which we are shamed for things beyond our control certainly isn't healthy either.
You're both glossing over the most important point here. When a woman breastfeeds, she loses the baby weight.
are you serious?
So you support all women breastfeeding?
Duh!
No matter the situation.
If she cares enough, she'll make it work.
So you wouldn't mind if I fed my baby right now?
Of course not.
Great.
I'll go get her.
Wait, what?
I assume this falls under the umbrella of no matter the situation, does it not?
Yeah, but not here. That's gross. Go to a bathroom or something.
I see. So you don't think a woman should expose her breasts in public?
Of course not. That would be just vulgar.
Breasts are vulgar.
Well, not by nature. Just when they're...
Just when women are actually using them to feed their children. When it's for you, it's fine.
So it's less vulgar to feed a child by a toilet than in a Target.
Well, I don't know if the Target is really the best
So
example.
I should just let my baby go hungry so you're not a little bit uncomfortable.
Hunger is a word that we use in a...
Did your mother feed you when you were hungry? Is she watching this right now?
I can't say for certain, but I'd be under the...
Were you uncomfortable then?
No.
Or should your mother's breast be only out for the pleasure of other men?
I think we should leave my mother's breasts right where they are.
Why don't you think women should have agency over their own bodies?
The agencies are full in the government.
Why do you hate women?
Lou, would you like to respond?
Gentlemen, is this the future you want? Then remember to vote. Because remember, a vote for Lou is a vote just for you.
Whenever you're ready.
Sweetheart, please don't close Mommy's laptop. Why? Because I have to work. Why? So that I can earn money. Why? So that I can pay for things like food and rent and clothes. Why? Because that's what grown-ups need to do so that we can live and stuff. Why? Because that's how things work in America. Why? Because it's a capitalist country. Why? I don't know. they didn't want to jeopardize their own status in the socioeconomic strata, they got rid of the king, but not the hierarchy. Why? One second, excuse me. Why was there a hurricane? Why don't we go to the library tomorrow and check out some books about it? Okay. Why? Did you find them? Gorgeous.
And smart and kind and talented. Exactly. Do you have your backpack? Check. Water bottle? Check.
Peanut butter crackers,
Check.
granola bar,
Check.
peanut,
Check.
almond seed.
Check, check. Check, check, check.
Ready for an adventure?
Check.
Ready? Go ahead.
Stir in your cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of cinnamon.
How much is a pinch? As much as we say you did.
Now you've got your baking soda in hot water, so we'll just pour that, and we want to measure out some flour. If you shake the measuring cup a little, the flour will settle so you can see how much there is. Can you read what that says?
2 cups.
Yep. Now, the trick is to pour it over the batter slowly, so why don't I pour it and you kids mix while we go?
Chocolate now.
You know, I was just thinking we'd leave that out this time.
What?
Yeah, it's just plain cookies. I'll just throw these chocolate chips away.
Grandma.
What, should I recycle them?
Grandmother, chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, you want them for that.
How much should I put in?
Can I teach you my favorite cooking phrase? Use your best judgment.
Can we bake them now?
No, we've got to let them chill for a little bit, but we'll bake them in the morning when you wake up.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story, please.
Why don't you get into bed and I'll tell you when you're falling asleep?
But Mom's not home yet.
I have an idea. How about, let's play a trick on your mother. How about you get into bed and lie very still, then when she gets home, she'll think you're asleep and you can jump up and surprise her.
Okay.
So, Sherazade put on a shimmering skirt
the barbarian Sharnar in his throne room.
Sheridiad knelt before the bloodthirsty tyrant and tried to keep her bare arms from shaking.
Excuse you.
Who are you?
I'm the one whose story you're butchering. A name, I might add.
But how did you...
Shehrazad.
Sherazad.
Shehrazad.
Charzad.
Shehrazad.
Shehrazad.
Shehrazad. Come on, from the epiglottis. Shehrazad.
Shehrazad.
That's gonna have to do. I'll let this go on too long. So please settle in, because I've got a story 102 ready, 1002 ready, just for you. You can stay and listen if you want. We're used to being overheard. Dear little sister, because that's really what this is all about. I'm not here to tell some romantic tale of ingenues and white knights. I've set my sights on changing the world for you. And it seems to me the best thing I can do is live to tell the tale. I'm not some damsel using my feminine wiles to snap the prince. I am the queen who stopped a man driven mad with grief from killing anyone else by putting my own neck on the line so that the sister that I raised could sleep with ease through 1,000 Arabian nights. Someone's gonna teach this girl a legacy because Google Images told me I'm a freckled blonde with my shirt slipping off my slender alabaster shoulders because no one has told her that it's okay that a comb just doesn't slip through her hair. That I got ready to tell my story by unpinning my curls because comb teeth snap in my hair too. Because when we left it up for grabs, they thought our origins were up for debate. Dressed me in nothing but gauze. Got a little too free with the word barbarian and let Laura Osnes play Jasmine. Love her, but maybe she should stick to the princesses of Hans Christian Andersen. Since in European Christian hands, my triumph has been turned into a morality play. Or fetishized in ways I would rather not say to you. Dear little sister, ask them how they would feel if I spent as much time describing Snow White's body, the sensuality of Sleeping Beauty's lips, the slope of Cinderella's hips, as writers have done, tracing my curves with unwelcome hands. Dear little sister, this is your legacy, the inheritance I can give to the little girl who toddled over me, calling me my mom. Because I was all you knew, so I give you all I know. Dear little sister, remember my last words, my 1001 last bedtime stories, my storied rebellion, telling you the tales we plotted to use to light the fuse that saved a nation. The story of a strong woman working with her sister so that she doesn't lose the only mother she's ever known. And you know, a whole kingdom while she's at it. Did you catch all that, or should I come back again tomorrow? Next time you tell the story of the storyteller, give me the same respect as a cartoon mouse. Don't leave out any details unless you're saving them for the next night, so you can keep your head.
Tell me a story.
When now? From that day forward, our boy Hercules could do no wrong. He was so hot, Steve looked cool. Oh, yeah! Bless my soul, Herc was on a roll. Cursing up the week and every big opinion poll. Well, Herc could have a show. Oh, it didn't matter what the enemy talking at my roll. He was a good one. Zero. Now he's behind us. He was a kid with big ass down pat. Zero the hero. Zero the hero. Just like that. When you smile, the girl was wild. Finish to say it's on every base. On every ball. Here is Steve and royalty. Our Herc and cash to burn. Now you know we should play, but he could tell you what the creature are.
action.
Differential, abdominal pain, nausea, fatigue, dizziness, headaches, vomiting, depressed mood swings, insomnia.
Acute necrotizing pancreatitis.
No fever.
Easy, appendicitis.
Appetite's fine.
Is that enough to discount it?
No, you're right. Let's do major surgery on a hunch that doesn't fit the symptoms.
Has she been prescribed anything new lately?
Yes, and I left it off for funsies.
Lupus?
It's never lupus.
Is the patient okay?
No. And neither is her daughter.
It's hereditary or contagious.
You're both right. What are you doing standing here? I need 10 cc's of chocolate. Stab!
Whenever you're ready.
Since when is fish a vegetable? I have told her a million times, but today I didn't even get as far as the table before it hit me. I thought I was going to puke just walking through the tuna sink that had reached the hallway. Dad says she's really trying, but seriously, how hard do you have to try to just not cook animals? She's either the dumbest person I've ever met, or she's playing some weird mind game shit to get me to pay attention to listen to her or something. I don't know, I'm literally the only teenager in the world who looks forward to Monday when I can go home. Like, actual home, not this weird alternate dimension with Pat running around in Dad's body. I just want to curl up on the couch with Mom and eat some pad thai or something instead of spoonfuls of peanut butter from a jar I stole. Mom thinks she's losing it and that she keeps forgetting to buy it, but I'm supposed to be making more of an effort or some shit like that, so I can't, tell her I'm living on peanut butter and Dunkin' with Dad. I swear, the first Thanksgiving I was here, I had to spend, she even put bacon bits in the fucking mashed potatoes. Just why? If the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, I have no idea how she did it. Or maybe Dad suddenly wants to make up for all the years of missing out on delicious dead things and he had to find a teen trophy wife who can fit in my clothes and she would pray if she even tries that shit again, while she deep fries shit and living things to help him relive his youth or some shit. Fuck me, because I'm not her daughter, so why does she have to care, right? I mean, she put peppers in the meatballs. That counts as really trying, right? Jesus fuck, just make some goddamn mac and cheese and get out of my kitchen.
I give up. I was in the kitchen for hours. I asked Pat what they used to eat on special occasions. I looked up 100 or more recipes. I even went to the overpriced acid trip of a health food store downtown to get something called Satan, which is apparently not what it's called based on the very judgy looks the checkout people were giving me. Very high and mighty for someone with a rat tail and a Chris Brown tattoo. But I persevered. I lugged all that weird crap home and I slugged through the recipes. Now I knew Pat would refuse to touch this stuff ever again, so I threw together tuna melt for him while I worked just in case. I was ready for my big Hallmark movie moment. Table laid out gorgeously with a fantastic spread, all set to be all wise and comforting, while she talked about the rough week I know she had. Over a plate piled high with so much food, I'll never take out a trash bag full of peanut butter spoons on Monday morning again. There was that avocado-based ice cream that she keeps talking about, and I still don't understand, but now we have 3 flavors jammed into our freezer, waiting for the glittery sprinkles and chocolate syrup that I stashed at the back of the cupboard before she got here. She didn't even come to the table.
Nice.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. You've given birth to a beautiful baby girl.
Oh, my sweet princess. Someday you'll be Queen of England. What's that?
About that.
Do you have a problem with my daughter being queen?
No, of course not. It's just that she won't be.
She's the eldest legitimate child of the king. Of course she'll be queen.
Not so much, but I'm sure Your Majesty will give birth to a noble brother for the little princess, and he'll make a marvelous king.
Well, I suppose at least she shall inherit a great fortune and position. She can still sway the tides of history.
Well,
Surely being the daughter of a king secures her that much.
she'll have a lovely dowry and get sent off to marry a powerful husband she can serve with pride.
No, that I know shan't come to pass. because I shall teach my daughter to be independent, an intelligent young princess with strong opinions, just like her mother. Okay, what now?
It's just, well, the nursemaid and governess will be here in a few minutes to get her and bring the princess to her new palace, but she will visit on holidays.
Oh. Well, then it shall be all worthwhile when I see her grown into a brilliant woman, and we can walk these palace grounds together, talk of our favorite books, laugh at her father's silly habits. Truly the most happy pair England has ever seen.
Your Majesty, my love. I'm so sorry I could not provide you with an egg. Next time.
Hush, Anne. I'm certain sons will follow. It's nothing to lose your head over.
Just leave me alone. Abar, you're 15.
You're tracking my phone?
This is obscene.
I'm not some dumb kid.
What were you thinking?
Like you never did. At your age.
Drinking.
It wasn't just me.
Tried to protect you.
I think I screamed.
But then you go and do.
I think I'm gonna bark.
Let's take off the scarf. Mom, don't go away. I'm here. It's okay.
Don't forget to take out the trash. The floor is too cold. Take out my slippers and bring out the space heater. forget to take your sister out to soccer practice. Hurry up or she'll be late. Oh, and on your way out, you take a DVD out for us tonight. I have no idea what to wear to my date tomorrow. You have a better eye than I do. Can you take out an outfit for me? What's for dinner?
Take out.
I'm gonna sponsor June.
Well, I think we can all agree. Jill has the most awesome hands.
Totally.
Oh my god, yes.
Those hands are going on Instagram.
My secret? I've never washed a dish.
Okay, pre-orders of egg and chili cheese fries. It's out. How do I look?
Hang on. Go.
Hello. When you were old.
Action, go ahead.
And I don't remember ordering anything, but I got this email.
Hey ladies, what can I do for her?
I think we have packages.
I got a package for you, Rachel.
Great. Can I have it?
Riggedy, Rachel.
Aw, Alex must be starting cookie season. Mom always buys her entire stuff.
Jealous. My mom just sent me my winter clothes.
You know what we should do?
Stick those in the freezer for a couple of hours so they get even better.
How do you know me so well?
Which is weird because I don't have a cat. Then she knows
Hey
it's
there.
like-
Hi, I think I have it.
Looks like someone's got a present. Have you seen that song on the radio?
I think I have something too.
Let me take a little look-see. This is for you, lucky lady.
Princess card.
Snickerdoodles. My great aunt has the best recipe. Do you want one? So you don't have a cat.
Right, so then she tries to put it on you, like you stole the yarn I packed as soon as we moved in, which is just stupid. Anyways, I know you did it. Why? So there I am, the melting ice cream, a broken shoelace, and a can of
Missing
split
something?
Hi, I think I have it.
Package? I'll get you what you need.
Maybe then you'll get packages when you're actually supposed to get you.
Instead of magically during his shift every time.
Nothing for you?
Let's cut it there. All right, wait for Zach's cue and hit it.
Good evening! How's everybody doing tonight?
Woo!
Our contestants are ready with their spoons, and for an extra challenge, it's absolutely scalding. Do you feel safely out of the splash zone? Then let's play Family Food!
Here we go. Top 8 answers on the board. Here we go. If you're making love outside,
This dinner is super. Oh, don't eat too fast.
Eat fast, got it.
No, don't eat it before it's had time to cool off.
Eat it before it's had time to cool off. Got it.
No, listen to me.
Don't listen to me. Got it.
2 points for contestant number 2.
You know how I know the soup is safe to eat? It's pasteurized.
1 point for contestant number 3. Half point off for laughing at our own joke.
Sorry.
Hi, sorry. Mom.
1 point.
okay, so let's get going. You want to act?
I want to theater. I would love to get in.
What did Odysseus call his tabloid? What? Nobody's business.
We have a winner!
Can you act? Okay, I'm gonna give you a scene. We're at the DMV. I'm a customer.
Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah, good. Are you filming? Great.
One cup of chocolate to chase away tears. 3 tablespoons of peanut butter to bind together a child splintering too soon into an adult. 2 cups of oats to nourish a little heart aching for unconditional love. A sprinkle of sweet family photos framed in good intentions. A drop of bitter tears over missed moments and misplaced malice. 3 hours past midnight and a drive to the bar. A dollop of debt distilled from 16 unaffordable Christmases blended with a bounty bought on layaway. 6 syllables. A decade overdue. 3 more if you're ready to forgive. 4 pieces of parents, 10 rooms that make up a home destined for devastating destruction. A pinch of inability to reconcile the 4 different women who occupied only 2 bodies, now that both with the claim to the mother moniker have nothing to say for themselves. 1 box of memories masquerading as recipes. Serves 1.
Cool. You can go. We're rolling. Whenever you're ready. That's you.
Hello? Sorry, who's this? No, oh, sorry, can you say that again? No, that's not me. Sorry, thanks, bye. Shoot, something's burning. It's okay, we're okay. He's home. It's okay. We're okay.
Ready? Go ahead.
A pinch of nutmeg.
Clover, excited.
What, you're too good for cinnamon now?
It adds an extra kick. Then you want ginger.
It's a pie, not stir fry. I use cinnamon. My mother used cinnamon. Her mother would save for months and then walk 20 miles down the hill through the snow to get to the market to buy the tiniest bit of cinnamon for her children once a year. And you want to use ginger instead.
I just thought we could combine them all. My kids won't like that. We'll have to make it sweeter.
My girls don't like anything too sweet.
Well, if they don't like it, then they can have something else for dessert.
You want to make more food? If they don't like dessert, they don't have to eat it.
So we can have 3 kinds of potatoes because your kids are picky, but mine can just go without because they like to be a little healthier.
I am just saying, it is not the main course. They can skip it. We don't always do dessert.
So let your kids be upset about the pie.
We can do a cheese platter.
Whoever heard of a cheese platter at Thanksgiving? In my house, we have pumpkin pie for dessert. If it kills you, throw you a nice funeral.
Mom!
What, you want a lousy funeral? I'll put together a cheese platter for yours. Now get him out of my kitchen unless you want an early funeral too.
Great. Whenever you're ready.
Hi, Pudding. How's your tummy doing? You said you felt a little, icky before. Feeling any better? Have you tried Pepto-Bismol? Tums? Do you have soup up there? Do you remember Barbara from next door? Well, She remembers you. Oh, it feels just like yesterday. You were running around her yard in your cute little bathing suit. You remember the one with the little tutu attached? You were such a cute kid. I can't believe you're almost all grown up. Where did the years go? Oh, I'm just gonna have to start my own college so you can stay at home with me. But Barbara, she was telling me the other day, her daughter had the worst stomach bug last year, really awful, just vomiting constantly. She couldn't even keep her toes down. I went to visit them and she looked so pale and sweaty and was running to the bathroom every few minutes. At least, I thought she was going to dehydrate herself, and it was this weird color like she'd been eating split pea soup, even though Barbara says she doesn't even like pea soup. And nothing would help, not even that new antacid we saw on Dr. Oz. Remember the episode with the twins who were allergic to each other? Anyway, Barbara swears she felt better right away when she washed her hair in apple cider vinegar and honey. I thought she was crazy, but if it will help my sweet pudding get back on her feet, I'll try anything. Should I pick you up some apple cider vinegar? I can just bring it to you at work. I'm sure they won't mind. Counselors have mothers too. I could say meet all your little friends. Are their tummies okay? Did you catch this from someone? Is the stomach flu going around? Have you been bitten by some strange insects or rodents? Has anyone checked that lake you're all swimming in? Have the cooks been vetted? Who is running the infirmary? An actual doctor or just some schmuck with an ace band and some lozenges? What are they going to do if you get West Nile or when someone wanders off after dark and brings snacks and draws the wrong kind of attention and gets mauled by a bear? I knew this camp was a death trap. I can come get you tonight. Don't worry, but Mommy's coming.
To save, press 1. To delete,
Hey, Pudding. Hope you're feeling better. Give me a call if you need anything. Sending love.
And the evil stepmother went into the woods to look for Snow White, so that she could have her father, the king, all to herself.
Where was Snow White's father?
He had a kingdom to run. He didn't have time to deal with family drama. So the evil stepmother made her way through the thickets and the brambles, terrifying all the little birds that used to sing for the little princess when she went through the woods with her father. Now they hid in their nests when the evil stepmother tore through their homes in a jealous rage. And she came upon the house where Snow White was living with 7 dwarfettes.
What's a dwarfette?
A female dwarf.
I thought they were dwarves.
What kind of father would I be if I read you a story about a young lady who moved in with 7 strange men?
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm always happy to tell you a story, princess, but if you'd rather just read by yourself, I can go. You're too grown up to want to spend time with your old dad. I understand.
No, I want to spend time with you. I waited for you all day.
I don't know. It looks to me like you'd rather read your own story. It doesn't matter that I work hard to get you the books that you want, to buy you the dresses that make you look like a real princess. Spend the money.
I'm sorry. Please, I want you to read me the story. If you want. I'm sorry.
All right, princess. All right. Where was I? Ah, yes. Meanwhile, Snow White was dutifully tidying up the little cottage. The smell of apple pie wafted in from the tiny kitchen, and she smiled, happy to have found her place caring for the sweet little dwarfettes. Then there was a knock at the door. When Snow White saw the evil stepmother disguised as an old lady, she thought at last her fairy mother had arrived.
Fairy godmother.
Don't blaspheme! There's only one God, and he's not going to appear as some old lady. You sound just like your mother.
I'm sorry.
It seems to me as if Snow White was the wrong choice for you. You've clearly spent too much time hearing silly secular stories with your mother. Thank God I'm here so that you can keep your cute little head on straight. Now, if you can stop interrupting, how about a better story? If you still care about what I have to say.
Of course, yes, please. I'm sorry.
In the beginning, there was a man and a woman.
When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. Well, there's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. When you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We gotta learn to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got here. We got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. Still looking up, still looking up. I won't give up. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy.